السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. وبعد, welcome to Cpsa Daily Morning Assembly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. أصبحنا وأصبح الملك لله والحمد لله لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. رب أسألك خير ما في هذا اليوم وخير ما بعده وأعوذ بك من شر هذا اليوم وشر ما بعده. رب أعوذ بك من الكسل وسوء الكبر. رب أعوذ بك من عذاب في النار وعذاب في القبر. We have reached the morning, and at this very time unto Allah belongs all authority, and all praise is for Allah. None has a right to be worshipped except Allah alone without partner. To Him belongs all control and praise, and He is over all things powerful. My Lord, I ask you for the good of this day and the good of what follows it, and I take refuge in you from the evil of this day and the evil of what follows it. My Lord, I take refuge in you from laziness and senility. My Lord, I take refuge in you from torment in the fire and punishment in the grave. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing is harmed on earth nor in the heavens, and He is the all-seeing, the all-knowing. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا. I am pleased with Allah as a Lord, and Islam as a religion, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam as a prophet. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. O Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge, goodly provision, and acceptable deeds. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jazakumullah khairan, Uthman, for doing the recitation and the translation. Now, inshallah, we're going to have Bilal Johan and Uthman Ali do a presentation on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Assalamu alaikum. So today we'll be talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know him. He's one of the greatest basketball players ever, and he's also a Muslim, one of the greatest Muslim athletes ever. So without further ado, take it away.
In his early life before Islam, his name was Ferdinand Louis Elkinder Jr., and he was born in April 16, 1947 in New York City. Throughout his time, he had many different achievements, joining the Milwaukee Bucks during the spring of 1969. This was when he finished second in the league in scoring, third in rebounding, and was named Rookie of the Year. He then, under legendary coach John Wooden, he led the Bruins to 3 national championships from 1967 to 1969 and was named national from the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player for those years. He also he won his first MVP award in 1971, the first of 6 throughout his long career.
So he was I think he was previously a Catholic, and he converted to Islam. And that started from when he was a young boy, where he struggled a lot with his identity. He had a strict mother and father, and he had a hard time accepting ideas that he felt were not true to him. So once he went to college and he was away from that environment, he opened himself up to new ideas. It was during the time of a lot of civil rights issues and riots, and he felt a lot of discontent and guilt and sadness from all that was happening. And so he looked for something that could give him peace and spiritual awakening. And so he came across the autobiography of Malcolm X, which probably most of us have read or will read in 9th grade. And he was moved by it. As he read it, he got interested in Islam. And the more he learned about Islam, it gave him a sense of peace that he really loved as he got closer to God. And so when he finally accepted Islam, he faced a lot of criticism and backlash for converting because a lot of people felt that he was betraying what it means to be an American. And I think it's really important to understand, like, he was a big star at the time. He was in college and he won the 3 in a row. He won 3 national championships in a row in college basketball. And he was the #1 overall pick in the NBA. So he was a big up and coming star. And around that time is when he accepted Islam. And a couple of years after is when he changed his name. And so people thought that he was betraying what it means to be an American. But he did not get discouraged. He felt that you can be an American and you can be a Muslim. You don't have to be one or the other. And so his legacy is that even to this day, he is still an advocate for Muslims. He still fights for their rights and also racial equality. And he is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. He is known for his signature shot, the sky hook, which was considered unguardable. He has 6 MVPs, which is the most by any NBA player ever. He has 6 NBA championships. And he was the former all-time scoring leader. And this is a big accomplishment. This was one of the biggest records in NBA. It's a very prestigious record. That for about 40 years, he scored the most points in an NBA career until a couple of weeks ago when Mr. LeBron Ramon Jr. broke that record. And now he's second all-time. But other than that, he's one of the greatest Muslim athletes ever. There's been a lot of Muslim athletes throughout the years. But in terms of Muslim athletes being at the top of their sports, I don't think anyone does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, aside from Muhammad Ali. And he models what it means to be excellent. As Muslims, we strive to be excellent, not only in our religion, not only in our prayers, but we strive to be excellent in everything, in our academics, in our sports, in our character. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shows us that being a Muslim does not have to take away our ability to be great in this world. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakumullah khairan. I'll turn it over to Mr. Mark for some announcements, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Adwan, and Jazakallah khairan, gentlemen, for your presentation. Alhamdulillah. So today is Club Picture Day. High school students, inshallah, will start most likely sometime after 3rd period. You will be notified, and your club advisors and teachers will be notified as well. 6th and 7th grade, there's a houses meeting today during your study hall. There's junior high math and science tutoring with Ms. Samina Khan in room 202 from 3:30 to 4:30. Mock trial meeting in 410. And there's junior high boys basketball game, or is this supposed to be elementary? I think elementary boys basketball game versus Universal today at 5:00 p.m. Additionally, there is a missed meeting on Monday, this coming Monday, after school. From 3:30 to 4:00. So everyone that's a part of MISS, please make sure you attend that meeting. And then finally, also for today, debate meeting is canceled for junior high. NJHS tutoring is also canceled. And then there's a mandatory NJHS meeting after school today. So please make sure you attend that. That is it for today. Jazakumullah khairan, everyone, for joining us, and have a blessed day.